Hello everybody, how's it going? Jason here. I'm gonna make another little video for y'all. And I'm down here at the Chikasugawa River. You can see that. It's a very beautiful spot. I think it's funny because it's written in English. It says Chikasugawa River, but I'm pretty sure that Gawa means river. So it's like the Chikasugawa River or the Chikusu River. It's funny. It's like the ATM machine, the automatic telling machine. Yeah, having some lunch and a little beer on my day off, and I thought I'd make a little video for you. For anybody that hasn't seen my first couple videos, I got hired to work an event while I'm here teaching English in Kamagori Town. The best little event job ever. I got hired to be Santa Claus at the town festival, which was amazing. It was yesterday, so tell you about it. It was pretty funny, pretty fun little event. It's the whole town gets together. It's actually two towns. The party was in Sayo, which is like adjacent. Like this is Kamagori, and then that's Kamagori, and then around the bend is Sayo. So I took a train there in the morning. The smallest train in the history of the world, by the way. It was one car. So like, I don't know if you could really call it a train per se. I mean, it was on rails, but it was, it was the bare minimum as far as the definition of a train goes, in my opinion. But it was fine, and I got there. It was a 5-hour gig. It was awesome. It was amazing. I had a lovely time, and my role basically was simply to be Santa Claus all day. And yeah, I got there early, about an hour before the thing started, which is good because I had to learn all these different things. Japanese Christmas is a little different than American Christmas in that it's very structured, throughout the day. So there was a lot of, I had like a list of things that was going to happen at certain times. Boom, 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 boom. We're going to do this, and this. And then the day will end. And so I had to learn all these games and these Japanese bingo and all these variations on like rock, paper, scissors type of stuff, which I was terrible at, by the way. I just stuck with rock the whole time because I was never sure when it ends. It's like, bop, 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 bop. So I lost a lot. The kids figured it out very quickly that I didn't know what was going on, and I was throwing down rock every time. The rock was my rock. So I lost pretty much every game. You have like a sack of gold, of chocolate coins, and you run around and you play people. You like gamble for your coins, and I lost my whole cachet, my cash about like 20 minutes. It was all gone. So yeah, Santa Claus. I was an awesome Santa Claus. Not to toot my own horn or anything, but I became Santa Claus. I stayed in character the whole time. Never broke character once. Once I was in my outfit, once I was in the gear, I mean, it was on. Years and years of smoking has really helped me acquire this low, this deep kind of voice, that you can really only get down to that low baritone, with certain things that you acquire over life. People say smoking does nothing for you. Give me a sweet ass Santa Claus voice. So in your face, all those people. Yeah. So the event was awesome. It paid phenomenally. It was 5 hours of Santa Clausing that I did, and let's see, I made Japanese. It was like $120 or so for a 5-hour gig of just running around and playing with kids, basically, and just having a grand old time. It was so much fun. It was legit too. Like, they gave me this giant sack of presents just to walk around with, just hand. I'd go up and ask people, "Have you been good? Have you been a good boy? Ho ho ho." And they say yes, obviously. Nobody said no. Apparently everybody in Kamagori and Sayo are good boys and girls, which, I could believe it. They're super cute. A bug just flew into my eye. Hold on, having a wardrobe malfunction. It's still in there. Okay, I got it. Ew, gross. Sorry about that. So, Stack of presents. There was so many people there. There was like 200 people there. I even had a backup sack in case I ran out of presents, which I did. I had to go back and sack up, you know, and reacquire all these different random presents. And then there was an alternative sack for the people who put it all together, which was filled with the most amazing freaking presents. Like, for example, the guy who ran the whole event, he got a bottle of Johnny Walker Blue whiskey, scotch, which in America is like a $300 bottle of scotch. So I can only imagine how much it costs in Japan, probably close to $500. So that was cool. There's only a couple of things that went wrong during the thing. One, I missed my cue coming out of the gate, which was rough. You know, had to bounce back from that. The plan on the schedule, which was intricate to say the least, was that they were going to practice in English. You know, where is Santa Claus? Is Santa Claus coming? And then I was supposed to, you know, pop out at the perfect moment and ho 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 my way into their hearts. But I missed the cue. I was waiting inside. Everyone's out in this, like, you know, open space covered thing and playing games and stuff. And I came out during the practice session because she came and she's like, listen, we're going to be like, you know, who is that? Is it Santa Claus? And then you know, So they were practicing it, and they practiced it like 5 times. And on the 5th one, they got really good. And so I thought that was the cue. So I jumped out, and the lady freaked out. She was like mortified when she saw me. But I played it cool. You know, I didn't break character. I jumped out, and they were all aghast because they hadn't actually said it yet, even though they said it 5 times. So I saved it. I turned around like I was going to leave, and then I popped back out. So it was all good. I was so Santa Claus, like, all day. I was so Santa Claus that at one point, I kind of convinced myself that was Santa Claus. You know, I was Santa Claus. I still, today is the day after, kind of feel, you know, like Santa Claus. I kind of want to just get dressed up again and just go around town, you know, go to the grocery store, spread some cheer, you know, some good tidings to people. So it was fun. The only other things that went wrong were I had two things went poorly. One was that in the morning I was very excited. You know, I was getting ready to go, and so in preparation I wanted to be sharp. You know, I wanted to be fresh and on top of my game. So I had like 6 cups of coffee, you know, which worked great. I got there, and you know, they gave me the schedule, and I was like, oh, got it, done, let's go. Bam! Kicked the door open. I was ready to go. I was jacked up on caffeine. But the coffee had 2 adverse effects. First off, and you know, the most obvious is that I had to pee like crazy, and because the event was so structured, you know, that I didn't get a chance to pee for like 2 hours in the beginning. Like, you know, Santa Claus, you can't run off to go pee in the middle of the thing. And you know, to be fair, it just made me feel more like Santa Claus, because I'm sure he goes through the same thing. You know, he's out there. It's a big day for him. He gets all jacked up on energy drinks or whatever he does, and then he flies around the world and gives presents to, like, what if he has to? I'm sure he has to pee. What does he do? Do you like, do he like pees in people's houses? That would be weird, right? No. Well, maybe he does. I mean, he's already there. Get presents. And, yeah, something. He can't pee off the sleigh. He's going to rain down urine all over the world from your sleigh? No, absolutely not. So it just even more embodied this whole Santa Claus idea, you know, which is important. You know, if you're gonna be Santa Claus, you got to go for it. You know, he's a saint. Shit, I mean, the man is a saint. You can't. It'd be like going to St. Patrick's Day or something and being like, you know, oh, I'm going out for St. Patty's, but I'm not just gonna go out for St. Patty's. I'm gonna go out as St. Patty. It's a totally different mindset that you got to put yourself in. So, yeah, I was jacked up on coffee, and the other problem was that the coffee, it's so dry in Japan. Like, it's terribly dry. And so it dries out your skin, and you get just dehydrated. And you don't really notice it because it's cold. But like my mouth, it was so dry. I had the worst cotton mouth in the world, and I had to sing for like 2 hours and dance around, and I had to, you know, ho ho ho, and the low voice, and oh, it was bad. I was dehydrated, and my mouth, I'm still hoarse and dry. It was messed up. But again, didn't break character, not even for a minute. I didn't even cough or anything. I sucked it up and just did it big. So yeah, that was fine and well, but weird. The other problem, and the big problem, this sucked. The suit, the Santa Claus suit. It was legit. I mean, it was full on. It was full throttle Santa Claus. But it wasn't really made for it was definitely a Japanese Santa Claus suit. Okay. First off, it was a little tight, a little snug, and by a little, I mean I barely fit into it. It was definitely made for a small, short, very thin, Japanese Santa, not an American Santa. Not that I'm like a big guy or anything. I'm not huge, but I have kind of a broad shoulder, chest kind of thing, and I was dancing, and like singing, and I had to keep it real tight with everything, because if I had, flexed out at all, I'd have gone Christmas Hulk all over that suit and just ripped right out of it. Something would have exploded. I definitely tore a seam or two while I was Santa-ing around. But again, stayed in character. Got to stay in character when you're Santa Claus. The suit was made out of some sort of, had to be like a hybrid polyester thermal based, I don't know, something. I don't know if they make suits in Japan for Santas that actually go up like into the stratosphere and fly sleighs because it's so cold up there, whatever it was. This shit was hot. So hot. Unbelievably hot. I didn't breathe at all. And because it was so small, how like an American Santa suit is, you got like the baggy, like hammer pants kind of thing going on, and the shirt, the jacket thing hangs low, and it's a comfortable outfit. Like you see Santa at the mall and stuff, he looks very comfortable. But this suit was like if Santa was going to his own Christmas party, right, and he had like an elf tailor him a suit like this, like a suit coat, like a very modern interpretation of the Santa Claus outfit. That's what this was like. So it hugged every part of my body, and it's cold, right? So like I was already wearing warm clothes going into the gig. I had to have like a thin sweater like I'm wearing now, and 2 pairs of pants on. I had thermal pants and then Santa pants on top of that. So I was chafing and just sweating and just, oh my God. It was fine for a little while. It was actually really nice for about the first 8 minutes or so of the 5 hours that I was Santa Claus. I got in it and I was like, ooh, yeah, this is nice. This is snug. I feel like a snug bug in a rug. And then the sweat came on, and it just, from here down, just all sweat all the time. It was gross. I was disgusting by the end of it. And the hat was built for a much smaller head, I think. And so to get it on, I had to like put it on and then kind of pull it down. And I had all this hair kind of sticking out around it. And by the end of the day, when I took the hat off, all the hair that was outside the hat was totally dry. And then the rest of my head was completely wet, like I had taken a shower, like that kind of wet. Like just, it was bad. It was bad. But totally worth it. Again, totally worth it. And then the other problem with the suit was the beard. It wasn't like an American or just like a Western Santa beard. You know how it's like this long, kind of curly white hair? It was like an Asian Fu Manchu, white, straight-haired beard. And it was made out of some sort of polyester fabric. Like, it was definitely synthetic. Very synthetic. And I can tell you that confidently because I ate a significant amount of it. Because the mustache part, it wasn't like, curled, white Santa. It was like a straight down, everything, just straight down Fu Manchu, white Asian beard. And the hairs kept getting in here in my mouth, and because it was so effing hot, my face was sweating under the beard, and so I sweat through the beard, and the whole mustache got wet, and it was just, coming down and coming in here in my mouth. and I was just eating hair all day, and it was gross. But it was, again, it was still really fun, and I never broke character. I just, every once in a while I would pretend like I was thinking. I'd be like, ho ho ho, but really I was trying to get that long, disgusting white hair out of my mouth. It was bad. It was hot, so hot in that suit. And then at the end of it, I had a great time. At the end of it, they're very clever here, with their festival type stuff. They had hired all these, I guess they're volunteers, like all these high school and junior high kids to work the event. So at the end of it, they had all the kids, they cleaned up all the crap with a couple of the other people that were running it. But the rest of us, we all went out. We went to this awesome, izakaya restaurant type thing. Most of the people had already been drinking, so we just kept drinking. I just got started, after the event. Santa Claus, he doesn't drink on the job. Again, I'm a legit Santa. When I'm Santa, and I'm not drinking. You think he gets all half drunk and then flies around the world, drunk, slaying, giving out presents? No, he waits. He waits till the job is done, and then he goes out drinking. I can only imagine the kind of parties those elves and Santa have, the day after Christmas. So, that's real. That's real deal Holyfield type stuff that they get down with, I'm sure. And, this Santa's the same way. Did my job, did it well, and then went out and got tanked. And we played all these awesome Christmas games, like the same kind of games that we were playing when we were with the kids and stuff, but they turned them into hybrid drinking games. So we got really drunk and just had a great time. The whole thing was awesome. Again, if you don't know me that well, you don't know that I'm normally a big Scrooge for Christmas, holidays, any holiday really. Just a big downer, the holiday season, especially Christmas, by far my least favorite. But here, being Santa it's changed my whole outlook on the holidays. And the money was so good that I'm really thinking about, maybe in the winter times, instead of coming to Japan to teach English, I just come and do holiday parties. And I'll only get better, and then I can ask for more money. I'll go around and be like, listen, you want a real quality Western Santa, the kind of thing that I bring to the table, it's going to cost you. It's going to set you back a couple of shekels. So that's definitely in my back pocket as a possible, not really, I wouldn't say career path, because that's not the right term. It's a little too strong. Maybe a semi-retired kind of a Santa thing that, I don't know, it's something I'm working on. Definitely something to keep in the back pocket, because it was awesome. It was fun. And I'm highly qualified now. My Santa resume, it's going to be looking good, especially once I fluff it up a little bit, aka lie about some other events that I've worked. It's going to be real legit. So, yeah, Christmas party was awesome. I had the best time. It was awesome, and I got to hang out with some actual people and do things that I like to do, go out and eat and drink and be merry, be festive, which was awesome. It was so much fun. I really enjoyed it. I'm thinking about maybe just taking it up as a hobby. Just, be Santa Claus. Just walk around town. Get my own Santa suit, a Santa suit that fits. Huh? Yeah. It's like a big, maybe even an oversized Santa suit. Where I can stuff it in the belly and just go full throttle, full on Santa for the holidays in Japan. So yeah, Christmas party was awesome. And other than that, not a whole lot else to say. I'm going to make another video about work probably next week. Work it's getting to me. It's something. Working in Japan is very different than working in America. I'll make another video. I'll tell you all about it. But yeah, that's it for now. Christmas Santa, killed it, crushed it. Just, went Western Santa all over everybody's faces and everything, and it was epic. So that's it for now. I hope everything's well in America and you guys are all having a good time. It's cold. It's so freaking cold here. I don't know how cold it is there, especially in California. All you California people, it's probably not that bad, but it's freezing out here. I can't feel my hands, really. I'm holding the camera. I know that because I can see that I'm holding it, but I can't feel the camera at all. So yeah. Anyway, love everybody, and hope you enjoyed this. There'll be more to come. I'll make another one next week about work. because I got a lot to say about that. Yeah, I'm gonna rant. That's gonna be a ranting video, so get ready for that. And happy holidays. See, I'm festive now. I'm all about it. Happy holidays. Wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year on top of that. Yeah. So peace. I'll see you later.